Let's talk about Ghost of Yotei, everyone's favorite game to tell you how beautiful it looks and how great the fishing is, but I never really hear anybody talk about the story. I hear it looks pretty. I mean, it does look good. These look great. The scenes you're just seeing from this trailer look amazing. However, I am a fan of story and gameplay. Now, you could give me a game with 16-bit graphics. As long as the story is fun and good and interesting, you can go a long way with that. This game does not seem to have that. I wouldn't know. I haven't played it. But when I look at what people are saying about it, it's literally how great the fishing is or the haptic feedback. Like this article right here, Ghost of Yotei made me love the DualSense again. And we're going back to Star Fox 64. Remember that game? It came with the Rumble pack. You got to check out the Rumble. That's why you need to play Ghost of Yotei. The Rumble is so good. Never about the story, though. Never really hear a lot about the story, unless you're reading a review. And they do touch on it a little bit, but when it comes to highlighted articles or anything on this game, it's never about the story. It's always about fishing or the DualSense. It's hilarious. Now, I wonder why they don't really want to push that story. Well, it's probably because at the end of the game, you celebrate with your wife. So it's two lesbians settling down with their adopted baby. That's right. She's going to be a dad.
What a story, Mark.
But the reason I wanted to make this video wasn't to make fun of the story, which I could do. It's to talk about the sales again. So there has been a lot of conversation around this game's sales. We don't really have any official numbers. In fact, the numbers that they're sharing come from some unverified account. I've seen that. Or this one, Director of Sales Operations for PlayStation China, posted today a particular message celebrating 2 million copies sold of Yotei. The message and image used are particular, to say the least, but the sales numbers seem to align, confirm current sales. So maybe it's doing good. I don't know. It sounds like Ghost of Yotei has or is close to passing 2 million units sold, should know officially Monday after weekend reporting. So it's tough to say how well it's doing. This was supposed to happen on Monday, as it says here. We really didn't get anything. I'm going to tell you right now, for those of you that are salivating at the idea that this game is going to be a complete flop, that's not going to happen. I'm telling you right now, the game is likely selling decently. But the idea, though, that I'm putting out there is that this game could have done a lot more. Okay, you could have had something bigger. What we do know is this game is 40% behind Ghost of Tsushima, the first game, in UK physical sales. And usually, the physical and the digital are pretty reflective of each other. I'm going to go ahead and say this game is not selling as good as Ghost of Tsushima. That doesn't mean that it's bombing. That game sold really good in its first week. The real question that I have about this game is, are these sales front-loaded? Because like every game that comes out, you have the people that were going to get it no matter what, and they were going to jump in, and they were going to pick it up and get the pre-orders and all of that shit. This happens with everything. The question is it going to drop off a cliff like Last of Us Part 2 did? Last of Us Part 2 fell off a cliff. And it happened not only in the gaming, it happened in the show too. That sequel got its front-loaded pre-orders. Everybody that was going to buy it bought it in the first week or two, and then it fell off a cliff. And we could say that because we saw the physical sales. I mean, physical was still pretty big when that game came out. Now it's not as big as it used to be, but usually physical and digital do kind of trend together. They do kind of, if it's doing the same on physical, it's probably the same on digital. Just the number of people are bigger. More people buying digital and physical nowadays, and that's a sad thing in my book. But we have nothing from Sony or Sucker Punch. The biggest thing that people have been using this week, because these numbers should have been put out around Monday, it's now Wednesday, and we've heard nothing. A lot of people are citing this account right here from Millie A. And this is all the way back from the 3rd of October. Hearing 1.3 million sold on first day of Yotei, ever so slightly ahead of Ghost of Tsushima's first 24 hours of 1.25 million. Tsushima kept pace on its second day with another 1.15 million sold. Can Yotei keep up? We'll find out. Like I said in the previous video, Yotei has a small budget, $60 million. I mean, I say small is a lot of money, but they didn't overspend with this game. So I'm going to say, and a lot of people don't like it, but the game is probably going to turn a profit. But it could have made so much more money. It really could have. But the amount of people out here simping for this game, saying that this character is so sexy, oh my God, she's so beautiful, I find hilarious. There's so much cringe from the people that are promoting this game. So much cringe. But as pointed out here, there's a familiar pattern here. Rumor becomes fact overnight. This isn't the first time the gaming press has amplified an unsourced figure. With the speed with which Ghost of Yotei sales became confirmed across headlines is remarkable. Within hours, dozens of sites repeated the same claim, almost word for word, complete with the same 1.3 million number. For comparison, Ghost of Tsushima's original launch figures were confirmed directly by Sony soon after release, 2.4 million in 3 days. That was from the official PlayStation account. 5 million by November 2020 from Sucker Punch in their verified X post. 8 million by January 2022. Sony confirmed it at CES. Those were verifiable. These are not. This is a good point. We have heard nothing from Sony or PlayStation. Watch, I put this video out, and they come out and tell you some numbers. And it's funny, too. These are sold units, too, by the way. They're not players. We've reached 2 million players. I think this game is likely selling. I just don't think it's selling as good as the first one. I don't think this game's even going to come close. I bet you 8 million by 2022, January. In the same amount of time, I bet you it's like 5 million for this one. I bet you it's like 5 million. That's my prediction. I think it's still going to sell well. Like 5 million units, that's still nothing to sneeze at. But you could have had 10. You could have maybe had 12 million within the same time frame. But you screwed it up. Why'd they do that? Because this game was not made for the first game's audience. Some of them maybe. This game was made, it kind of reminds me of Joker 2. Joker 2 was made because the wrong people liked the first one, so they had to make that second one to clarify what the movie was actually about. I feel spite in this game. Like, they almost are mad about the people that bought the first one and loved it. Oh, we got to get rid of them. Maybe you went a little too far. But either way, I do think that this game is underperforming compared to the first one. But it's still likely going to make a profit. Maybe they'll learn, and then the third one will be back to basics. We'll see. But it's a shit show regardless watching this. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell. Check out my comic. There's a link in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
The year is 1945. World War II rages from the halls of Buckingham Palace to the shores of the Nile River. Even now, the clash between freedom and tyranny is about to boil over. Somewhere in North Africa, 2 American flyboys are soaring high on a reconnaissance mission, searching for clues to a peculiar new obsession with the occult gripping the Nazi high command.